Back to the channel for another vlog, another match day vlog. Newport County taking on Carlisle. Obviously recently appointed Mark Hughes as their manager, which obviously Welsh international coming back to Wales in his first game back. Obviously they were 1-0 up at the weekend at Blundell Park against Grimsby, and Grimsby turned it around. So they're not very good. You know, a good mate of mine, Chris Welch, hope you're watching, a Carlisle fan, has said multiple times they're going down and they just look starved of ideas. Brought in Joe Hugel on loan from Man United. They brought in Matthew Dennis as well from MK Dons, I believe it is. So they are trying to strengthen their team to, you know, stay in the division, and getting a manager in like Mark Hughes, it's trying. You know, teams like Morecambe down there haven't really tried to stay in the league in January. Obviously they brought in Jed Garner, but apart from that, no one else really. So, you know, you've got to give it to Carlisle. They're trying to stay in the league, so hopefully for them, they will stay in the league. I mean, I don't really care, but, you know, for Carlisle fans, they'll want to stay in this league. A loss of money massively if you get relegated, so this is a massive game as well. Win this, 4 wins in a row, 5 unbeaten on the bounce, and the gap between us and the bottom 2 extends even further. So massive game. I'm going to go 1-0. I'm going to go with 9 to score. I think obviously he scored at the weekend, gets put straight in the team again, even though he's been shit all season. But 1-0 Newport, 9 to score. Smash a like on the video, and let's get to Ronnie Parade and get the 3 points up the county. So Carlisle United at home, potentially 4 wins in a row, 5 unbeaten on the bounce, and also, as I mentioned, a chance to extend an impressive gap over the bottom 2, basically, isn't it?
Exactly, and you know, we're a draw and 3 wins in a row. I think it's the best run of form we've had all season. You know, there's been so many. There was good at the start of the season, you know, the home wins, but then since then it's been a lot of negativity. But remember, you've got to back the boys. Kind of any negativity on this channel, there is no place for it. But I don't know, no disrespect to Carlisle and, you know, the Carlisle fans, but you're shit. There's no way that we should lose this game tonight. Yeah,
especially 3 wins in a row. What's your prediction? I mean, like I said, they've brought in Joe Hugel, Matthew Dennis. Mark Hughes is a well-drilled coach. They're trying their best to stay in the league, so fair play, credit to them. They're actually trying. They know they're in a real shit position and they're trying to fix it. But what's your prediction at full time?
I'm going 4-0 County.
4-0 County?
We've shown we can score goals. It's just, do I back us to get 2 clean sheets in a row? Maybe, but 4-0 County.
Goal scorers?
Bobby Camworth, Matt Baker, Anthony Glennon and Cameron Antwi.
Up the county?
Up the county.
What we're saying, team-wise?
The same team as Saturday. Nick Townsend, Joe Thomas, Cameron Evans, Matt Baker, James Clark, Anthony Glennon, Shane McLaughlin, Cameron Antwi, Ajaboy, Camworth, 9.
Yeah.
Then on the bench, Lewis Webb, Jadon Warner, Keenan Patton, Carl Jameson, Michael Spellman, Josh Martin, and the big donkey up front,
Kyle Hudlin. Never knew what he was on about there, chat. We never knew what he was on about there. Jadon Warner still not gets his Newport debut, but I probably would have put him in. But you know, the back line has been all right. You know, it's not been at the back really that we've been moaning at. It's the potency up front and not being able to score goals. Look, if 9 starts tonight and scores, then fair play to him. But I would have potentially put Hudlin back in, maybe against a Carlisle team who are going to try and roughen you up and stuff. But my prediction's 1-0. Lucas 4-0. Let's get to Ronnie Parade up the county.
Gets underway. Come on, the county.
In the box, go on. You're shit, mate. Go on.
You can see the 4 from corners against Bromley, so.
time at Rodney Cree, Newport 0, Carlisle 0. Boring first half, terrible first half. Start of quality from both teams. You know, we've had a few chances in the final third, Bobby Camworth, but hasn't really created anything and not really put a real clear-cut chance. You know, in towards Bobby Camworth. I think even 9 up front has been poor, losing every header, but you know, it's these type of games that you just want to win. You don't care about the performance, but I do. You know, I want to see us win and play good football, but unfortunately this club doesn't know how to do that. And even the last, you know, 3 games that we played, we've been poor in, but big second half to come. Massive 3 points if we can get it. It is a 6-pointer. I know they're like 13 points behind us, but it is still a massive game. In terms of a full-time prediction, I'm probably going to go with 1-0 County still. I'll still go with 9 to score it, because I think when he gets into the box, he can produce something. But Carlisle have played decent. You know, they've had a few chances down the left-hand side with a do-a-jai, but again, it's been a difficult game to call so far. Carlisle, you can see that they're fighting for their lives, and then Mark Hughes has got a really solid team set up. You know, this Carlisle team, they lost at the weekend, but there are positives to take for them, especially from that first half. But half time, Newport 0, Carlisle 0, big second half to come.
Yeah.
Are you going to put footing on it or what?
Lovely run by Bobby Camworth, slated them all game, runs, takes it around a few of them, slips it into Kyle Ludlin, one shot past the keeper. Newport 1, Carlisle 0. They're going down, they are done and dusted, we are staying up. This place is rocking it, massive 3 points, come on!
Need the pressure up. Just make a tackle. Oh, yeah.
Martin should have hit it.
Hopefully, we still got it. Come on!
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 5 minutes. 5 minutes added on. Additional time.
I'm Newport County 1, Carlisle United 0. Dogged performance is what I'll say. You know, dug and fought hard for that. You know, first 45 minutes, like I said in my 60-second review, and obviously I couldn't really fit it all in a short, like, you know, reaction basically, or review of the game. But first 45, I think they were the better team, created more chances, got the ball up to Joe Hugill a few times, and Adu Ajay, who, you know, both of them tried to get on the ball but just couldn't really make it stick in that final third. Second half, then we grow into it. Kyle Hudlin comes off, 9 gets taken off. Stinker and hooked again, by the way. Oh, but he scored last week. You know, terrible performance from him yet again. Kyle Hudlin comes on. Bobby Camworth, lovely bit of footwork, plays the ball into Kyle Hudlin, takes a touch to settle himself and bang it into the net and wins us the game. And, you know, going into it, I was more worried about building that gap, extending that gap between us and the bottom two and staying in this division, because that's not my ambition. I want to be an ambitious club, but the situation we're in, we had to get out of it, and fair play to the players. Again, that's not on Jardim, that's individual brilliance. The sub okay, you could say obviously brings Hudlin on, keeps Camber on, both of them get involved in the goal to win the game, but he didn't know that was definitely going to happen. Obviously, he just chucked Kyle Hudlin on because 9 was having a stinker. But yeah, it's a big 3 points. Gone above MK Dons, above Swindon as well. I think we're 9 points off the playoffs. I'm not saying anything to do with the playoffs because I don't think we've had the right to be saying that right now. We literally haven't got a one right at all to say playoffs because we've had a shit season. But if it happens, it happens. Massive win. I think we've basically resigned Carlisle to National League football next year as well. But big 3 points up the county. What a win.